Hello, everyone. Welcome to the City of Healing, where the city resides within. This is Angela, and I hope you are having a beautiful evening. I know I am. It's very peaceful and relaxing this evening and even today. Anyway, I wanted to come forth and talk a little bit about a very special stone, gemstone, crystal. And I have a small collection of crystals and gemstones. I always did collecting rocks and sticks and stuff, even since I was a little girl. Unfortunately, I didn't keep up with that collection, but now I have a nice collection of rocks and certain sticks and feathers, etc., etc. And I add to it and I read about and become very interested in certain stones. And fortunately, we now have a crystal metaphysical botanica store in our hometown. And I found out about it maybe about a year or two ago, I believe. And this particular stone that I was very interested in, and I've been interested in a lot of stones, and some of them I was able to get and some I haven't gotten yet. But this particular one, Moldavite, and I asked them if they had it, and about a year ago they said no, and one of the ladies there hadn't really heard of it, but she was kind of new. And so every other time, when I came into the metaphysical store, I asked them about Moldavite, and they's like, what is that? I said, well, it's a spiritual stone, it's a stone, it's transformation, it's magical, this, that, and the other. And I kept asking. And the last time I asked, and she's like, well, we may be getting that. But on my birthday, when I mentioned that I went and got the CBD oil, I go into the store, and besides finding the CBD oil, I asked the lady, do you all have Moldavite yet? As I always do. And she said, oh, yes, we do. So she goes into a little corner, and they have it locked up in a little case with the other crystals, and they have lots of crystals and stones. And so she unlocks it, and I said, oh, yeah, there they are. And those are Moldavite. So I asked if I could hold one. And so she let me hold it. I didn't feel anything, which I'm glad I did because, as we all know, we are already crystals. So you are the greatest crystal. So whatever else you get helps enhance you. Anyway, nothing happened. I didn't feel anything like other people say. They feel this surge of energy, this rush, they felt faint and dizzy and all that. I didn't get that. I was like, thank goodness, because, I have those type of feelings, astral projection, whatever, weird feelings all the time. I don't need anything to enhance that, really, I don't. Anyway, I held a couple of different of the stones, and nothing happened. And the way that they price the stone is by measuring it. I think it's like $22 per 2 kilograms or grams or something like that. But the cheapest one was maybe about $26, and the highest one probably was about $400. So I was like, whoa. So I held, from the most expensive one to all of, not all of them, but various ones, about 3 or 4 of them. And I didn't have these feelings that, people talked about. And I had got the CBD oil. I didn't want to spend too much other money, but I was still interested and glad. I said, well, I'm going to be back in a few days, and I'm going to get that Moldavite. And so yesterday, I went there, kind of planned and unplanned. And I saw the store. I said, well, let me stop here. I said, let me see if they still got the Moldavite. So she said that, they would, So I go into the store, and I speak to a lady, and I say, well, I'm here to get my Moldavite. And she said, oh, okay. So she leads me there, and we talk about the pricing and everything. And I didn't want to get a real expensive piece, but the one I got was about $40, and it was very, very small. But anyway, I got it, and I didn't really have the feeling with it or anything, none of those feelings or whatever. So when I got home, I cleansed it with the sea salt and let it soak in the sea salt and water for a while. And then I let it dry. And then I got some oils I wanted to anoint it and put good intentions in it, get familiar with it. So I put two of my favorite oils. I got, sandalwood, and I got frankincense, and I was just gonna rub it and speak good intentions into it. So I'm sitting, after it's been cleansed, just speaking good intentions into it and rubbing it with the sandalwood, talking about the spiritual side of I wish to accomplish, the growth and development and connection and all this positive vibration and intention into it. And then I get my frankincense, and I was talking to it, saying how much, the frankincense is the oil of my ancestors, and what a great connection I am looking forward to having with my ancestors. Just rubbing and speaking good intentions about ancestors and growth and development and abundance and all this positive energy putting into it. And I'm feeling pretty good. And I happened to look down at it, and it's like light colored. I was like, okay, what just happened here? Did I just ruin it? And it felt thinner, I was like, this must be a fake one. I was like, what in the world have I done? I ruined my Moldavite. I was like, this is not supposed to happen like this. Anyway, I'm just rubbing it, and then I noticed it gets lighter and thinner and more translucent. I was like, what is going on? And it just looked like a thin piece of glass, green grass. So I hold it up to the light, and it looks almost fluorescent green and thin. And I was like, okay, all right. And then all of a sudden it started to get darker and back to where it was supposed, where I got it. I was like, okay, what just happened? And so I put it down. And later I put it up, and today I put it out in the sun as well. Anyway, that was a very interesting experience. And at the time, I thought, maybe I should have been scared, but I wasn't. I felt at ease. I felt comfortable. I felt relaxed. And I was just, oh, okay, But I was surprised and shocked, but calm and relaxed and pleased at the same time. But anyway, another reason why I chose this particular one, not only because it was one of the least expensive ones, but the top of it is shaped like a heart. I don't know if you all can see it, but it is shaped like a heart. But this is my Moldavite, and as you can see, it is not light green. It is not iridescent. Excuse my nails. I should cut them soon, but this, as you can see, is not light green. It's like dark green, but it lit up when I was doing the frankincense. It was an interesting experience. But other than that, I don't think I have had any other experience with it yet. And as I mentioned, crystals and stones, when we're working with them, we have to remember that we are crystals too. And we work with them so that they can amplify and help us and remind us who we are, in my opinion. And with Moldavite, they say that this was ET, extraterrestrial gemstone, that is really out of this world, and it burst and broke into pieces and landed into Czechoslovakia, Russia, and people have gotten onto it, and there are some fake ones around here, so you need to be really cautious about that, and make your own decision about what's real and what's not real. But like I mentioned, you are crystal. You are the crystal. And with Moldavite, it's a transformational stone. It's a amplifier of who you are and your fears and your desires and who you really are. It brings it up to surface to make you really deal with it. And it also speeds up what you are supposed to be doing in this lifetime as well. It is also a very spiritual stone. It's a something that you can really work with for abundance and prosperity, and just talking to it and manifesting with it. I believe I'm looking forward to working with it, and I don't think you necessarily expect anything to happen all of a sudden, but with some people it does happen. But I think it's more like a relationship that you make with the stone, and it eventually will help you to become who you want to be, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. It brings up everything. It's like a purging out so that you can deal, with yourself, really. And everything is everything. And we are crystals. We are one with everything. And the Moldavite gemstone will help you realize that, I believe. And when I heard about Moldavite, it was quite a while before. It was one of my teachers, I don't remember who, had mentioned about Moldavite and referenced it from Robert Simmons. And I today went on a spree, at least 3 bookstores, looking for Moldavite, the Transformational Stone by Robert Simmons, and I did not find it. They didn't even have it listed. They have some of his other book. He has lots of books on crystals and stones, etc. But this particular one I wanted. Then when I get home, I was like, wait a minute, let me just go on Amazon, and there it is. So perhaps I will, because I like books, go on and get that. It wasn't too expensive. I believe like $12. Go ahead and purchase that and just have that and collect hopefully more Moldavite stones, and probably perhaps make this out of a pendant. And they say it's can be matched with other stones too if you're getting real high vibrational or intense feelings with it. But don't, if you are already getting strong vibrations from it, don't match it with the Herkimer diamond, because that's a vibrational stone, an amplifier of stones as well. So, and that one is not expensive at all. It's like that one is $44. It's probably like $10 for a Herkimer diamond stone. But it's very available. And I like stones, and I've shared before different other stones that I have up here. And it's all about the spiritual experience, the connection of everything being everything, the beauty of Mother Nature. We have these pieces here and there, but, we don't keep them, physically with us, but they are nice to have and work with and talk about. And it's all about a spiritual connection and growth. So I just wanted to come forth and talk just a little bit about Moldavite. I'll come forth and talk about more experiences I'm sure that I'm going to have. And when I get the book, I come forth and share that as well. If there's more information to share about Moldavite. I know it's incidentally a scorpion vibrational astrological sign gemstone. I know it's deals a lot with the heart chakra. It's green. I know it deals a lot with emotions and feelings, and there's more I know about that I can't really think about right now, but I look forward to sharing more. I'll make more videos on it, about the synchronicities that happen, about the miracles that happen, about the growth and transformation that it allows me to share. So anyway, just wanted to come forth and show off my new stone, gemstone, Moldavite. It's shaped like a heart at the tip. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city, and I hope you all have a beautiful evening. Namaste.